Good day, viewers, and welcome to the Sport Trap Show. I'm your host, Brian Munango, updating you with the latest sports news. Well, as you guys can see behind me, that is the iconic Halalia Johannes, who took part in her 5th Olympics at the Olympics 2024 in France. We'll be talking a little bit more about her as we get into our special segment with the Olympics. So we all know that the Olympics has concluded, and we do have some memorable but not wonderful results at the Olympics. So let's have a look at what the Namibians did at the 2024 Olympics. Starting off with not Philip Seider but Alex Miller. He was one of our first participants that took part in the mountain biking at the Olympics. Of course, he did not finish due to an injury. He's a mountain biker at the age of 23. This was Alex Miller's second Olympics, and unfortunately, he could not finish because of an injury he sustained while on course. Of course, looking forward to the next person, we have Farah Loser. Farah Loser also turned 30 recently. She's a road cycling specialist, and she took part as well. For the first time after participating again last time, she officially got a result, and she finished in 68th position after 4 hours and 10 minutes. She of course said it's not the best result, but for her to just have that thing that says she has a position in the standings is good enough. So 68th position for Farah Loser. Namibia Sportswoman of the Year. She only finished behind one African person. So she's literally top 2, top 3, or one of the best in Africa. And then we also have Philip Seidler, our iconic swimmer. He took part in the 10-kilometer open water swim, and unfortunately Philip Seidler, age 26, could also not finish because he sustained an injury before the start of the swimming. But he did do 6 kilometers before he officially gave up and felt he couldn't any longer. Only 26, so still a bright future ahead of Philip Seidler. And like they say, save the best for last. We have Halalia Johannes at the age of 43. She took part in her 5th Olympics. She finished 68th after 2 hours and 38 minutes. And now in Namibia, she holds the record for attending or taking part in the most Olympics. So we are very, very proud of Halalia Johannes. I mean, at that age, doing it so consistently, it has to be commended, and we have to give her a round of applause for what she did there. We also do have NRU action that took place over the weekend. We have the Bank-Windhoek Red Run. So you guys will have to stay tuned as we get into the weekend drop, but right after the break.
Neo Paints is proud to call Namibia home. For more than 70 years, Neo Paints has been inspired by this country's natural colors and beauty to produce the wide variety of trusted quality paints we have become known for. Proudly Namibian by nature, Neo Paints has over the years involved itself in several key projects across the nation, bringing lasting beauty, premium paints to liven up both indoor and outdoor environments. As durable as the Namib Desert, Neo Paints has stood the test of time through all weather conditions, leaving a lasting impression on the hearts and the minds of all Namibians. Neo Paints Namibia, a coat of excellence.
Topic of discussion this week has to be the team known as Grootfontein. We all know that Grootfontein put on a wonder-class performance against Rehoboth in the FNB NRU Premier League once more, not closing, but holding tight to that 4th position. And as we look forward to qualifying for the semi-finals, I'm very excited. Everyone knows I cheer for Grootfontein, so Grootfontein put on a good result. But we do have the highlight of the game against Rehoboth, so please do stay tuned as we have a look at that.
Hello viewers, and welcome to the highlights package for this match involving Grootfontein visiting Rio Falcon in Rehoboth. It was a feast of tries, so let's see. The kickoff there And after that, there was no lack of action. The first points of this match came in the 13th minute. Before that, a yellow card being issued to Prince January, the center for Rio Falcon, in the 12th minute. And then Grootfontein pounced in the 13th minute with a try, the first try of the match by Jan Breed, the lock. He goes in the corner, he goes over in the corner, and it's the first points on the scoreboard. 5 points for Grootfontein. Uriel Mares missed the conversion. Some line out action. Ball overcooked, throw overcooked. And here comes Grootfontein once again. And this time it was a penalty which was not converted by Casey Beekes. The kicking boots were not brought along this time. And here we see some action. Grootfontein making good use of the forwards. Jan Breed once again laying the foundation there. And this time it's good work by Rio Falcon on the attack here. And then Grootfontein not standing back and attacking back. And this move here by Enrique Hasselman, going over for the first try on behalf of Rio Falcon in the 26th minute. Good stuff there by Hasselman for the first points. The kick was not converted, and the score was level 5 each. And then AJ Verkeil were issued with a card before Daniel Besaidenout. That try was not allowed. And now a try by Daniel Besaidenout. Good stuff by the scrum half, sending the ball wide. Good move there by Rehoboth's backline, and Daniel Besaidenout, right wing, crashing over in the corner in the 29th minute. It was eventually awarded as a penalty try. And then Jan Breed scoring the 4th try in his second in the 32nd minute. And the score now 12 in favor of Rio Falcon and 10 for the visitors from Grootfontein. And then Rio Falcon pushing the score up to 19 points, 8th man Cameron Marcus crashing over in the 38th minute, 19 points against the 13 by Grootfontein. That was the halftime. When play resumed, the action continued. In the 41st minute, Jan Breed adding his 3rd try and the 7th try of the match. Jan Breed crashing over there and being congratulated. And then Jaziel Marais, the center, adding try number 8 for the game on behalf of Grootfontein, pushing the score up to 27 points and 19 for Rio Falcons. And then Uriel Marais is going to add a penalty in the 56th minute. There it comes, 30 points for Grootfontein and 19 for Rio Falcons, the home team. Then a yellow card was issued for Ian Malan in the 57th minute. And then Rio Falcon started hitting back. Here comes the yellow card. Referee Ricardo Pinar controlling this match. And now it's Rio Falcon on the attack, and Casey Bierkes, the fullback, touching down for the 9th try in this match and pushing the score up to 24 for Rio Falcon and 30 for Grootfontein. Rio Falcon on the attack once again, and Prince January diving over right here in the corner in the 64th minute, and Ashton van Wyk adding the conversion, pushing the score to 31 points for Rio Falcon and 30 for Grootfontein. But then Grootfontein did not allow any space to grow, and 37 points for Grootfontein against 31 points, and then a penalty after a try by Vickers Jacobs, and Oriel added the conversion, and then Oriel once again with a penalty in the 77th minute for a full-time score of 40 on behalf of Grootfontein and 34 on behalf of Rio Falcon. And with that, Grootfontein is strengthening their chances and creating another opportunity to fight on. That brings us to the end.
Vickers Jacobs. So ja, groot uitslag vir julle. Ja, dit was maar op en af geweest tydens die wedstryd, maar ja, julle het hom deurgetrek.
Andrew, eers wil ek baie dankie sê aan ons Hemelse Vader om my talent te gee om hier te wees, en alle eer aan Rio Falcons, hulle het dit definitief gebring. Ek wil maar vir my ouens sê, yes, wel trots op hulle. Dit was nie 'n maklike game gewees nie. Ons het baie buite ons struktuur gespeel, maar die tyd wat ons in ons struktuur gespeel het, het ons goed gedoen.
Ja, so Rio Falcon natuurlik 'n span wat net 'n halwe kans nodig het, baie spoed in die agterlyn wat hulle graag gebruik en so 'n goeie ondersteunende spel. Hulle het 'n paar skoppe misgeskop hulle toe, maar uiteindelik julle wat daarom in beheer van die wedstryd gebly het, toe dit saak gemaak het.
Ja nee, definitief Andrew, die ondervinding wat hulle het met Klivin en so het weer vandag deurgekom. Hulle het ons heel 'n paar keer omkant gevang en ons onder druk gesit. Tot op die einde het ons beklei. Dankie dat jy ons net deurgestik het.
So julle het ook deur die loop van die wedstryd heelwat strafskoppe afgestaan, partykeer wanneer julle op die aanval was en so. Voel jy dis iets wat julle aan kan werk en kan regstel?
Nee, definitief, ons dissipline was nie vandag weer eens hier gewees nie. Ons moet terug na die drawing board toe gaan en gaan werk. Volgende naweek is nog 'n tawwe tamaletjie. Soos hierdie jaar gewees, hierdie seisoen enigiets kan gebeur. Die hele top 4 is nog waarwyd oop.
As hy sterkte vir julle in die wedstryd wat oor is, en ons sien julle miskien in die semifinaal dan.
Ons hoop so, baie dankie.
Goed gaan.
From the day you were born and welcomed, until your pensioner years on this earth, your life is filled with changes and phases. What mattered the most at age 10 may be an unknown memory at 25. The heartbreak at 16 may be replaced with wedding bells at 27. The degree you've always wanted, or starting your career business, may come true at age 30. And the dream to own your own home may come to realization at age 50. Whatever stage you find yourself in, whatever matters right now, Standard Bank has what you need to bank like you. Choose your own path. Choose endless possibilities. Standard Bank, it can be.
Like I said, a wonderful performance by Grootfontein against FNB Rehoboth. Let's have a look at the FNB log standings to see how things are cooking up right before we get to the semi-finals. So we have FNB Wanderers who sit in first place, Trusco United who sit in second, but we will be bringing you the log back. I just realized that this is not the updated log, and we'll make sure to give you guys the log after the break. Well, moving forward, we did have NSSR action, but we'll be checking that right after we get into the section with the My Zone. Tell us more about what's happening in the edition of what is called Spotify. But looking at the log, as you guys can see, VI is definitely first. Windhoek Gymnasium are in second. Pro Air Academy sit in third. Tsumeb Gymnasium in fourth, with Moria in fifth. Walvis Bay take up sixth place. VAP, who haven't been performing really well as of yet, are in seventh, and El Nathan are in the last place. But we'll talk more about that after we get into Spotify.
Today we are going to learn how to bake.
Welcome everyone.
Things may not always go as planned, but our technology doesn't fail. Join Paratus today. Paratus, always prepared.
Some good results from the Standard Bank NSSR. We do have their results, so for you guys to just see what happened there. But speaking of some good action that we did, of course, see Windhoek High School are a team to be reckoned with as they take on Windhoek Gymnasium in their next round. So we're going to bring up that log of Standard Bank NSSR once again for you guys to just see that Windhoek High School are in first place, having played 6 games. They officially played 5, and they got the 5th as bonus since Tsumeb Gymnasium couldn't play. And then we also have Windhoek Gymnasium in second place. This weekend, first and second take on each other at the Vegkop Stadium. Pro Ad Academy, Tsumeb Gymnasium, Moria make up the first 5. So we are looking forward to an exciting season once more. Well, we do have the updated log that we did want you to see in the NRU. So as we see, FNB Unam sit in first place, having played 15, scored 71 points. FNB Wanderers sit in second place, and they also have scored 69 points, having played 15. Kudus are in third, as you can see. FNB Grootfontein, the big team that I'm very excited for. We are in fourth place, having played 15. Destiny lies in our own hands because we need to win our next game if we want to play in the semi-finals. But Our final game is against the one and only Wanderers, so I'm very, very scared for that game indeed. But we do have highlights from rugby as well. This is now in the women's division where we had some action over the weekend, and FNB Wanderers turned up for the party against FNB Riabo to put on a good performance, winning their game 52-12. We do have an interview with the coach and also just the team giving some team spirit, and very excited for winning their game. So please do stay tuned for those.
Someone here is getting home. Someone here is getting home. Don't you worry, don't you care? Don't you worry, don't you care? It only happens once a year. It only happens once a year. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Net voor ons bedank. Dankie dat julle geluister het. To those who were encouraging each other, you saw the difference, you felt the difference it made to you, didn't you? Yes. So when we're behind, when we're in front, encourage each other. Work on the positives, because look at what we did today. This is the same team. What was our previous score? Yeah. We don't know. Do you understand? Yes. Let's work on the positives. The negatives will sort themselves out. We all know when we make a mistake. I know when I did something wrong. Focus on the positive. Okay? Yes.
Badar, one is Badar. Arsali. Badar, one is Badar. Arsali. Badar, one is Badar. Arsali. Woo, 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 woo. Yes.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with Olympic Games. It was the Olympic Games that closed on Sunday. It was 2 weeks of action and a very successful Olympic Games that was hosted by Paris in France. United States of America, they got most medals. They were the most successful team at the Olympics. They achieved 126 medals in total, 40 of them gold, and then also China in second place, 91 medals in total, and they also have 40 gold. In third and fourth position, very close, Great Britain got 65 medals, and France, the host, got 64 medals, and France did well. They also have 16 gold medals to show. And then Southern African interest, it was South Africa that ended up with 6 medals, and there was 1 gold in there, and that was in the swimming. It was Tatiana Smith that got gold and silver. She got gold for the 100-meter breaststroke, so great performance by the South African team, 6 gold. The next Olympic Games in 2028 will be in the United States of America. It will be hosted in Los Angeles. It will start on the 14th of July 2028. On to tennis news. It was a National Bank, well, it's still a National Bank Open, the Canadian Open they also call it, that's being played at the moment. It is finals on Tuesday. In the men's semi-finals, it was firstly Alexei Popyrin. He is from Australia. He beat Sebastian Korda of United States. He beat him in 3 sets to be through, in 2 sets rather, to be through to the final. And in the final he will play against Andrei Rublev of Russia, and he beat Matteo Arnaldi of Italy by 6-4 and 6-2 to advance to the final. That is the Canadian Open. In the women's side of the draw, it will be Jessica Pegula that play in the final against Amanda Anisimova, and it was in the semi-finals Jessica Pegula of United States. She's the 3rd seed. She played against the 14th seed Diane Schneider of Germany. She beat her 6-4 and 6-4 to advance to the final. And in the other semi-final, it was Amanda Anisimova that beat the 8th seed Emma Navarro of United States by 6-3, 2-6 and 6-2. It is Anisimova that is unseeded in the tournament, and so the finals of both men and women will be played on Tuesday. That's the Canadian Open. And to conclude today's international sports news, it is cricket news. South Africa currently touring the West Indies in cricket. The first 5-day test ended in a draw, and that was played in Trinidad at the Queen's Park Oval. Lots of rain from day one. It is currently rain season in the West Indies, so it's a bit controversial, these games being organised in the rain season in the West Indies. But it was a draw in the end. It was the West Indies set 298 to win in their fourth innings, and they ended with 201 for 5 at close of play on day 5. So it ended in a draw. The next test will start on Thursday. That will be played in Guyana, and also there's rain predicted throughout the 5 days. That is the Proteas playing against the West Indies. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.